Thanks, Katrina. Hopefully you were able to attend our Oracle Live event last month on September 20th, when our founder and CTO, Larry Ellison, shared some big news about how Oracle is engineering better lead and opportunity flows. At that event, you got to see Oracle's exciting Redwood user experience for marketing teams. And today I want to show you how we're leveraging Redwood for innovation in Oracle sales. Because like Lori from IDC said, B2B sellers have to work in an entirely different way now that everyone's doing business primarily through virtual channels. And that's in addition to a massive shift in what people want out of their business applications in general, which is part of the inspiration behind Oracle's award-winning Redwood user experience. Redwood creates experiences that align with the best experiences users have with their favorite consumer companies. And while Redwood is beautiful, it's more than just a nice new UI. It's an entirely new design system that brings in-context relevance, intelligence, and automation to every user to help them get their job done. So what I'm going to show you now is the next generation Oracle sales application for virtual sellers, built with the Redwood UX. Let's have a look. So I'm going to play the role of Jane Ramos today. She's a sales rep at Supremo Power, and she's spent the last year or so transitioning from spending time primarily on the road, meeting with her clients, to engaging with them virtually, since most of her targets are working from their home offices, and so is she. So I'm working on an opportunity for a diesel generator expansion at Redline Hosting. On my opportunity page, I have all the important information about this deal front and center, and I can see that I have an upcoming activity pending, an appointment with Connor Adams that's happening today. Now, there are a few ways that I can proceed based on my own personal preferences for how I like to work in this application. Personally, I find the easiest way to get things done is to use this conversational sales assistant at the top of my screen. I can start typing what I want it to show me, and I get a list of options for things that I can dive deeper into for this opportunity, or even actions that I can take directly from here. But in this case right now, I want to look at my activity stream so I can prepare. In the past, I might have had to go to my inbox, look at old calendar invites to pull together all the context going on around this conversation thread. But on my activities page, I can see a newsfeed view of everything going on for this opportunity, like calls and emails that have happened in the lead up to the opportunity being created, and upcoming activities like the call that I have to make today to Connor Adams. And for something that I've been working on for a while, this could get to be a lot of history. So I could also use my conversational assistant to filter down and view only what I want to see, like recent emails and phone calls. Now, since I know I have to make a call, I can look at all the history and notes right here on the screen that give me the context I need to prepare, but I can take it even further. We can embed coaching and insights right into this experience from partners like Gong, which is fueling this recommendation for what topics I should focus in on during my call with Connor, and which topics I should talk less about based on analysis of calls across my sales organization to surface trends about what's working for our highest performers. So I'm ready to make my call. And again, I'm just going to simply use my conversational assistant to take that action. And you can see I have a few options for how I want to connect with Connor, like making an outbound call or setting up a Zoom call. Like James from Glory Global said earlier, businesses have had to start reaching prospects in a different way, and having all of these digital channels accessible right from within the sales application makes my life much easier. So I make my call to Connor, and this is powered by our telephony partner, Five9. I can capture notes during this call, and Connor's telling me that his colleague Kim in the consulting division is also interested in hearing more about this product for her division. So that's great news for me. So I can wrap up that call, and now a follow-up task is automatically created for me. And this is one of the ways that Next Gen Sales is helping me stay on top of my sales activity without having to do manual data entry. It's doing all of this for me. So with that all wrapped up, I'm going to act on this new information about the consulting division, which I can easily dig into by clicking the account name here to open the account details screen. Here I can access the account hierarchy to see how Redline is structured at a glance. And I can see Redline Consulting. So I'll click to check out this account. Now on the account page, I can immediately get some context about this account. Everything from open service requests to DataFox AI-driven market signals. And I can look at the contacts for this account and see that Kim is already in the system. So I don't need to add her. And she's even tagged as an executive. So I know she's the right level of contact for me to engage with to get this opportunity going. Automatically adding relevant contacts and analyzing job titles for useful insights, all of that can be coming from our ISV partnerships, like with revenue intelligence company People AI. And as Lori talked about in her session earlier, where B2B sellers are no longer able to rely on having the benefit of reading the room or socializing information out of their targets in person, they're now relying more and more on intelligence and AI-driven recommendations to understand their customers and to know how to best engage with them through digital channels. And one of the best ways that we can make sure that those insights are getting in front of sellers at the right time is by working with our ISV partners like Gong and Five9. People AI and LinkedIn. So I had the opportunity to sit down with these partners and hear about how they're helping to meet the unique needs of today's B2B seller. And I would love if you would check out those interviews on demand below. But now back to the demo, I've gotten up to speed on Redline Consulting. So I'm going to go ahead and create a lead for Kim so that I can start working on next steps. The NextGen sales application is guiding me through the creation of this lead and automatically filling in pertinent information so that I don't have to do this manually. So once I've saved this lead, I'll go work on some more of my leads. My managers have set some performance goals for me around lead management, so it's a good time for me to make some progress on those. I'll click into my first lead here because our sales process prescribes sending an email as the first step when we're qualifying a new lead. So I'll use my assistant and do that right here in the system, where again, I have access to all of my notes and context. And now that I'm finished with what I want to do with my lead at JK Steel, I don't need to go back and look at that list again. I can just click next and move directly to the next lead in my list. And here's another great example of how I can take action right from my conversational assistant. I can tell it to qualify this lead, and boom, it's done. I can fly through my lead management activities for the day. And when I'm done with that, now I want to go check out my performance dashboard and see how I'm doing towards my performance goals. The lead that I just converted and the email that I just sent are automatically tracked as part of these contests. So I'm very excited to see that I'm maintaining my lead as part of this team, and that the lead that I created for Kim at Redline Consulting is automatically counting towards my leads created goal. So both my manager and I know that I'm keeping on track with my performance goals. Everything is automatically tracked and timestamped, so I don't have to worry about any data entry. And my manager trusts that she's getting an accurate view of how the team is doing. So all of this, the conversational assistant, the automation, the data and insights infused throughout, it's all part of our strategy to equip B2B sellers with all the tools that they need to work efficiently and intelligently in today's world of virtual selling. So next up, you'll hear from Sarah Eklund, who will talk to some of our customers about how they're getting their teams back to selling and making every customer interaction matter.